Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of airbrushing and chatting. My name is Taco. It's great to have you today. And we are airbrushing parts of the Proud Defender, which is going to go with the Freedom 2.0. Just going to check my brush to make sure it's working. We're going to be using 3 different colors today. The first one we'll be using is Chrome. It's the base coat. It's that a transparent red will be going over afterwards. And the second color we're going to be using is a transparent blue to try and fix a couple pieces that just didn't turn out for me. And finally, I'll be using Mr. Hobby Aqueous Flat Black for some shading. So that is what we're scheduled for today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Green Stuff World Chrome Metal Airbrush. We don't need much. Well, we should need a little bit more. All right. Make sure that's it's spraying decent. And we're just gonna, I taped everything off that I had to tape off, and we're just gonna spray. Nice, smooth one coat. It really doesn't require much. Let's go on there. Double check, make sure everything is smooth and golden. A little bit here. There we go. We can got a little on the tip here. There we go. So, hey, Brian, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. That one didn't want to spray sit on there. It bounced on me. Ah. Okay, I don't want to go too crazy. This stuff is great. It's as close to Alclad. Atronymous. Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise. Well, I said I was going to stream Friday. Originally, it was going to be starting Providence, but it appears that the vote for waiting for Zhao Yun, I don't know how to pronounce it. That people would rather see that. You know, I think Providence were probably done better view-wise. I'm not going to argue with what people want. So, and that comes in the mail hopefully Monday or Tuesday. So at the latest, my next stream will be Wednesday if I don't do another painting stream. The only problem with this Chrome is you go through a lot of it fast. It's not even like I'm doing thick coats. I'm barely pushing back the trigger. You really don't want to go thick on this Chrome. So you do want to make sure it's even. So, as I was saying, the Chrome area is actually going to be a transparent red, and it's going to really stand out. You'll see the blue version shortly of the parts I needed to fix, and I'm hoping what I do fixes it. Otherwise, I got to completely strip the parts and try again. I sanded them down, so hopefully hopefully it works out. What I do know is these are turning out great so far. Oh, and I figured out the issue I had with the other green stuff road chrome colors, the golden stuff, that gummed up my piece or my airbrush. Didn't gum up the piece, it gummed up my airbrush. Uh, Apparently, it was alcohol based, which was fine. I tried, but then I think I put some flow improve, or I put alcohol and flow improver to thin it out when I was airbrushing it, and the airbrush flow improver has water in it. Well, apparently, this chrome stuff does not like water, like at all. It I tested it in a cup, and it was just like it turned into like gelatinous, heavy flake, awful thing. I couldn't believe what it turned into. That was great. All of them are like perfect so far. Got one last one to do. Let's see if I can do it with what little paint I have in here. Nope. Blast. I can do it. But just a drop or two should be fine. So I'll try on this. Are you liking Eternal? I finally got a poll, so I was happy about that. Wasn't the one I really wanted, but I got a poll nonetheless. Either way, I don't think it's going to be a game I play a lot of. And I already do pretty much all of it on auto battle. Oh, you can't play it? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much an auto battler game for me. So, all right, gotta clean this chrome out. And with my knowledge, I'm gonna use the alcohol instead. And thinning it with alcohol, wow, did it that stuff, like, it broke down the flakes to perfect. It was like a perfect, like, fluid of a chrome color. I was really surprised. Just do a quick clean here. All right. Well, it's an all right game, but I wouldn't say you're like missing out too much on it, in my opinion. All right. I already kind of pre-mixed the transparent blue, but we're going to test it before I spray it because I want it to be not so runny as apparently as I had it. So we're going to see if the little bit I had, hopefully, give myself much to work with. Let's see here. It looks like it should be fine. So we just gotta try and see if we can't even all this out. This does not want to work again. It's kind of coming out weird, so I think I got to put a little bit more float, or I got to put a little bit more of my mix into it. Let's see. This. Let's see. I think I got. Well, my pressure is way down. That doesn't help. No wonder. I had it almost to the setting that I had to reload and what I do for shading. All right, let's see if we can't fix this one. This is the. Ah. This side turned out great. I don't know. I may keep it. I may not. I gotta think about it because that area right there is what's annoying. I don't know. I gotta think on that one because no matter what I do, it's not gonna. I can spray it all day and it's just not gonna work out. Uh, All right, that should hopefully cure all right. I'm actually gonna lay it down instead of Actually, I should do that for this one too. It doesn't pool. Trying to make sure none of these pool on me. It's working on this one. You got a little darkened area, but I can claim that's shading at least. All right. Put that one like that. And we are done with the blue. On to the main event. Shading, or pre-shading is what it's called. Probably spray into the pot, so just I gotta try and get all this blue out. All right. Well, I hope everyone's doing well today. So yeah, I've been really practicing the airbrushing on my little time away from streaming. As you can see, I think I put one or two of the painted kits. Yeah, I think I put pretty much all the painted ones that I did as shorts. I did Master Grade Jin and Eggshell, which was basically the Master Grade Moon Gundam. Basically, that's what it was. All right, moving those to the side. And it just does not want to clean up. This transparent stuff just I'm hanging in there. Wasn't feeling the best this morning. I didn't really sleep last night, but I wanted to get a stream in, get get my toe back into it. Funny thing is, in the past week or so, my subscriber count has went up faster than it did in the last I think it went up more than the last 6 months of streaming. It was kind of funny. The the shorts tend to get a lot of hits, so it's not all about the hits. It's about having fun and hanging out with you guys and just building models. All right. Now I got to mix the Mr. Hobby Flat Black. This is what I'm using for my shading for the majority of my kit. I think it's actually what I'm using for the whole kit, except for I think some red parts on Freedom. But there's very little color I'm using for this build. I say that after you saw me do transparent blue, but that was actually where the gold was on the Proud Defender. Do a bit more. Yeah, I shouldn't do that much actually. Probably a little too much, but oh well. Let's put the rest back into the pot. Hello, Laura B. Yep, we're painting actual stuff. We're doing shading, but yeah, we're doing stuff like this and stuff like this. We're doing the shading. Yep, they're conspiracy of the round earth. Spoons were invented by the round earthers. Always do that. Okay, that should be enough. Hopefully. Let's see. Well, I hope you enjoy walking the dogs. All right. Cool thing is used to hold the part. Yeah. It's actually to be held partly for painting, but also for putting on the drying rack. You see, I have these cat scratchy beds, and they have holes in them, perfect for fitting those clips. And so they go on there to dry. All right. I got to check. I did check, but it's a little watery, but hopefully it'll be fine. I am using it at a really low pressure. So let's see here. Yeah, should be a good pressure. So let's see here. put a little bit in for now. I'm just going to test it on a spoon after I said I'm not doing perfect. Some calm clips. Yeah, watch my hair. My hair is a mess today too. All right. This doesn't really need much shading, but we're going to shade it anyway. So for this, trying to move this forward a little bit. It's like a kind of, it requires a steady hand, and I have a tremor. So I have to try and I'm totally going to mess the angle up for you guys, but I'm trying to, ooh, that came out. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid it coming out like that. But this is a good test piece to work on for it. Yes, I gotta figure it out. It's really about going along the edges. And then wherever there's like an indent, kind of following that. Don't really have the control today for some reason. This is one of the longer sticks though too, so. And this isn't really showing much on there. So we're just gonna go like that. All right. Do these brackets. We don't see much of them either, so. Yeah, I'm doing much better at controlling right now. I've slowed myself down a little bit. This one. There's that. Yeah, mine was I'm not leaving my house, and I didn't think anyone was going to see my hair because the camera's facing the airbrushing station. Just going along that as right as possible. Like we still want the darkness of it, but we want it as subtle as possible. Because I believe these pieces, I think connected, are the lighter color. So yeah, that's how the shading works. We did the small indentures, and then we did all along the sides. And tried to get into there. And when we put our first coat on, or our main color, it should hopefully provide a nice shade. Ah, make it really good. Let's get a little extra shading on this one. Sorry if you guys aren't getting the best view. I found kind of a position that works for my hand, so I hate when I bounce around like that because I didn't have my hand on the table. Now I might use this for. I'm in a challenge right now on a Discord or for someone's channel. And I might use this for the challenge. I don't know. Depends how it turns out. I have like 4 kits that I think I could enter once they're done being painted. Yeah. You had the airbrush whooshy sound. Wasn't sure if you could hear that on because the mic is actually my earbuds. Because I actually have my cell phone as the camera and it's on a crane. I do not know if I like this. Do not know. Real gently doing a haze on it. It helps these because these pieces are so long and flat, they bounce around from the air being pressed against it. And I made way too much paint. So if you look at the picture of the thumbnail, that is what the main part of this kit is going to look like. Right, there we go. I hate how like the heart thing blocks like half the paint all the things. It blocks like half of what you say, unfortunately. It's kind of annoying. You know, because it's got that heart that you can press. I'm surprised I've done as good as I have on this. Like when I did it, I thought I would be doing basic paint jobs, none of this shading stuff, not even like chrome and stuff like that. I thought it was just basic colors, and it wasn't going to look good, but I've done better actually, so I was really surprised by that. You know what? I'm gonna make this chair black. Not that anyone will see it. Because it didn't even come with a figure to put in it. So I'm sure I could modify it to put a character in there, but I don't really worry about that so much. Basically, for airbrushing, it's really focusing on not pulling back as much as possible and low pressure for this part. I'm actually doing like 12 psi. And I'm getting pretty close. I'm barely pulling back on the paint. And I'm still getting pretty heavy, so I got to pull back from how close I'm spraying. There's a bunch of lines in that part, so I had to. Sometimes I pull off some. Sometimes I surprise myself and where my hand bounces actually is where what angle I kind of was hoping I get. So kind of nice at times. But I start spraying at the side till I get to where I know where my spray is at, and then go from there. Got this whole side to do. This won't be quite a bit, so it might be a longer stream. I mean, it's not like a huge amount, but basically, there's going to be two types of gray on this: a lighter gray, which is what a lot of these pieces are, and then a darker gray, which is it's as close to black as possible, but it's not black. It kind of fools the eye into thinking it's black, but it's a gray so that you still can see some definition in it and some shading as well. Whereas like a straight black like this, you're not going to see anything. This turned out pretty crazy. It's just an artisan touch. Yeah, basically. Unless it's a huge mistake and then it's a giant pain in the butt to strip and redo everything and hope that your piece doesn't get brittle from the process. I had to do that with the Sinanju Stein, which you guys never saw pictures of because it broke. And so it never really got fully put back together because it broke. But that's life. And these are held in by alligator clip inside, not holding on to anything. and a real blue tack in there. Blue tack's that stuff you kind of use to like hang posters on walls. Looks pretty good at keeping these on clips. But this is what we do. Let's see. What else is going on? My brewers are all over the place this year, it seems. So that's been pretty crazy. I'm not too upset because it's about the Sanandra Stein breaking because it gave me good practice. I think it was the first kit I did the shading on, and so I learned a lot from that, and so it transferred well over to the gin, which that one has a short vid on it. It turned out I'm very happy with the gin, and that's despite it missing a few parts because apparently I can't go a build without losing some parts. It seems like basically down here it's like up if a piece hits the floor, there's like a 10% chance it gets sucked into a different realm apparently. Nice and easy. It lasts really long. After I'm done airbrushing, I think I still have the spoons of the colors I'm doing for this. And I'll show you the red that's going over that chrome that we sprayed today. I'm definitely a lot more heavy-handed on this one, seems. Which isn't bad. So I'm trying to go with a like darker motif for it. So that's the nice part, seems, of shading is that it doesn't necessarily need to be consistent. It looks better if it's consistent, but I don't mind being a little inconsistent. Especially since it's gonna be a lot more toned down once I spray the grays over them. Yeah, I think all these parts here are the light gray because the dark gray one we just sprayed the chrome on for the colored part of it. That was a little bit heavier than I wanted. Okay. Match a little bit. There. And like chat is even blocked more on my phone because it's got like something like put down a referral link for StreamYard because they're all angry because I went with free mode on StreamYard because one, I wasn't really using it much. Well, I was using it at the time, but now with my planned pace of only doing like 2 streams a week, 4 or 5 weeks, that's only 10 hours for the most part, maybe 15 altogether. It's you get 20, I think, free hours. So I lose out on all the cool benefits of it. Like I don't have like my little like quick little short things I had before. And I can't do intro videos. So it's a lot more basic, but StreamYard wants a fortune. Like they gave me a couple weeks or a couple months at $15, but now they've upped it to 40, which is insane. People pay it and more. When I used to almost stream daily, I switched to OBS, and that was free, and it was actually a lot more versatile. You could do a lot more with OBS, but it required a computer and everything. And I don't have the computer down here, so I'm definitely a lot more heavy-handed when I'm talking on the stream. And I'm just listening to something. I think I don't know if it's focusing better or what, but yeah. I've barely used the paint. I still have like all of this in here that I'm gonna end up pouring back into the pot. And we're getting semi down to let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus this one, 12. So, and we've done quite a few already. Okay. I think that's a little bit there. There we go. All right. Thanks for stopping by. It was great having you, Laura. I'm probably like maybe 15, 20 minutes left in the stream. But thank you. It was great talking to you. Come on. There's that one. All right. There we go. Airbrushing my hair. Yeah, no, thank you. If anyone else wants to talk about something, but feel free to chat. Let's see. You can start watching G Quacks on Amazon Prime if you have it. I saw it. I saw the first like a shorter version of the first 3 episodes at the theater, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. It's an alternate universe to the Universal Century. So yeah, this is coming out heavier than I thought it was going to. Maybe I should have stuck to what I was planning first. Yeah. Too late now. It doesn't look right. It always darken the grays. Hey, John. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. So I haven't taken a look at the poll since before I was setting up this. I think I looked at it this morning, but it looked like Zhao Yun had a pretty comfortable lead. So once I'm notified of the arrival date, then we can kind of plan out And I only plan on streaming once or probably twice a week. Like a Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. I really got to remember shading does not use much paint. When I really did, still semi pulled apart on me. This is a this is really a cheap third party Chinese build, but Bandai hasn't made one yet, so I had to go with this to do what I had planned on doing. It was a real bear to build as well. So I've been currently building the rest of the Optimus Prime. I did get the chest fixed. End up being I had the arm sockets on the wrong side, and that caused all the giant issues. But I didn't realize it till I took pretty much the whole thing apart. And if I would have figured it out, I would have taken down so little. So it's kind of irritating. But I just finished the right arm. So the head, chest, waist, and right arm are done. Not a big fan of the arm, like of how the arms are put together, but man, are they massive! This is it's just a beefy kit. But so is this horse the Yaoyun or Yaoyun Zhaoyun. I should probably figure out how to pronounce it before the actual build date. But I think with the figure or the model on top of the horse part, it's like 13 inches tall, which I'm pretty sure would be my tallest model to date. Perfect strike might be slightly taller on a base, but I don't know if that measurement is with it on a base as well. It turned out a lot darker than I wanted. I really try to be consistent between all the pieces, and not too good at that yet. And I went a little darker this time with the shading, like the color. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I did spoons on it. It looked good on the spoons, but we shall see. All right, have a good time. I'll try to miss. I only got two pieces left, so you're really missing just the tail end of the stream. We're going to end at pretty much exactly an hour. It's kind of funny. I'm not going to have you guys watch as I clean. You know what? This just goes in the back completely, so. This can really just be a. Last piece. Well, that really darkened up top. Don't know if I like that or not, but it is what it is. Probably the darkest piece I have there. All right, and that is all of the painting for today. We're just spray this in the pod stuff on this. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you sometime next week. And if you haven't voted the poll, there is a little bit more of a chance. Because what I'll do is if somehow Providence ekes out the win, I'll stream on Saturday instead. Otherwise, I'll see you probably Tuesday. Bye.